85K. Okay, so you should really be a leader. 45K. 45, okay. Anybody else? All right. So my next question is, how many people do you know? Oh my God, somebody's on YouTube. Hey, Andre. How many people do you know that have Carnotes off the rip? Off the rip. How many people do you know have Carnotes? Listen, that's why Andre was not playing. He was like, y'all can sleep if y'all want to. But he said his is 120. His he has 3 cars at 120 on YouTube. 3 cars at 120. So listen, right? Andre with 3 cars at 120. And if Andre said, can you get rid of this for us? And we say, sure, we would just take 10% of that. We need 10%. We need 10%. How much will Andre be giving? How much will Andre be donating to our ministry? If Andre has 120,000, right? And how much would he be donating at 10%? Right? If he has 120 in loans, how much would he be donating? How much would be donated? How much would be donated? If he had 150, how much would be donated? If he had 50,000, right? Right. So he would donate 12,000, right? Andre's a leader who signed up for 250 for a leadership meeting. He wasn't sleeping. He understand the assignment. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? He gets the assignment, right? And so 250 to essentially gather 20 individuals together so they can get the information to help themselves and their own families, right? They're going to learn about QSIPs and all that kind of stuff, right? So just imagine. Is that not, oh, I have to use my energy to gather 20 individuals together who all got corners, who all need this information, right? Just imagine the level of thinking, though. So not only did he only pay $250 that he can keep recycling every fucking car he get. He getting information that he can keep recycling on with his kids. He getting information that his grandkids ain't up. Once he got the game, you got the game. Nobody can take it from you. Once you know, and can't nobody take that shit from you. Nothing is more powerful than education. Y'all thinking 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 times. No, when I dropped that motherfucking flyer for the class, motherfuckers gonna wish they was a leader. They gonna wish they was a leader. I'm not slow. I know exactly what I'm doing. Only people who are slow is those who are slow to be thinking about, oh, I gotta think about, okay, 250. What are you thinking about? Like what process? How does your brain work? The people you bring to class, Javonda, whatever I speak about with leaders is a leadership conversation. You have to understand that, like, since you keep asking the same questions and you're not comprehending something, You're not going to get anything off the surface from me because I'm not surfaced. I'm not waving anything flashy in front of your eyes to convince you of anything. I'm not convincing you of shit. You either get it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be neat. I'm not with none of that. Actually, I would rather you not be a leader and you just pay the full fucking price. Because at that position, I know how I got to deal with you. See, I'm gonna deal with my leaders different. I'm gonna deal with the other student. I'm gonna deal with the students different. Leadership leaders got a different kind of energy. You have the vibrational frequency of a student, so you should just be patient and wait for us to drop the flyer for student entry, and then you can join based on that. You understand what I'm saying? But my leaders are not students. They're probably my mentees or people that are following me and coming up under me. But that's it. Like other than that, they're not the ones that they're gathering. That's not what it is for them. Okay, they're going to be paying attention. They're going to follow directions and they're going to comprehend. Because if you a leader, you sign for leadership, the first thing you got to do is comprehend. Comprehension is very important. If your level of comprehension is not there, we ain't going to be able to. It's not going to be good for us. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. Like, you know who you are. You know if you're a leader and you know if you're not. And I still appreciate people who are not leaders, but I'm giving all the responsibility to leaders. Right? So who much is given, much is required. I want to deal with people who on the front line. I need frontliners. I don't need people who and behind the scenes. Like I got to know. I got to make sure everything is set up properly first before I make a move. I got to make sure all my fears and shit is all together before I move forward. I got to make sure I quiet all the noise in my brain before I move forward. No, leaders think leadership energy is okay. I'm a leader. My responsibility is to bring 20 people together who all have Carnotes. They all need this information. Common sense would say they all need this information, right? I know that I'm not paying for class. I know what my responsibility is. I understand that what team means. I know what team. Together, each achieves more. I'm building a team right now. I'm building a team. Low key, I'm building a team, and my leaders will know who they're going to hear me. It's going to resonate with them. They're not going to be asking me shit like that. Like that already go to show me that it ain't you. You know what I'm saying? And there's no. I'm not being rude. I'm not trying to be harsh. I just got to keep it 100 with you. Like, yeah, this is what it is, and it's okay because you may not be a leader. You may just need to comprehend what you need to do for yourself and use that information to help yourself. Do you get it? My leaders will have different information, right? Because they took the responsibility to go out there and be on the front line. So I'm playing with them. We gonna have a different kind of relationship. We ain't talking about the same shit, right? So my leaders is gonna have information, different information. For example, we're gonna go through how to acquire vehicles. I'm only doing that with my leaders. I'm only doing that with my leaders. I'm only talking about acquisition with my leaders. I ain't the fuck talking about that with nobody else with my taken care of. We can come together and we can, because first of all, this is all for a greater purpose. That's the part that a lot of y'all don't know. I decided to do this because I want to buy a masjid and I want to do my own funding. I want to use my own energy, my own everything. All this is going towards a building fund. All this is going towards something bigger than me, right? And I don't even need to explain none of that to nobody because that's my business, right? I'm just breaking down to y'all. It's for who it's for. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, and that's just it. You get it or you don't. Whew. So now that's it. Now that that's over, I will only be talking about vehicle acquisition with my leaders. That is it. I'm going to have a special day just for leaders where we're talking about how to buy vehicles with no money, how to buy vehicles I have a meeting. All right. I'm only talking. Hey, P, happy birthday. P, I called you to say happy birthday to you, but you didn't answer. But I'm only talking to my leaders tomorrow about how to buy cars. Yeah, the best way to purchase vehicles. That's a leadership conversation. I'm not having it with somebody. We're gonna have two primary functions of the class. The first function is how to get rid of Carnote safely and keep the vehicle safe. The second thing is people who have repos, how to deal with repos and what you need to do. Right? That's it. It's a 2-day class. The bonus day is for leaders only. I'm going to talk to my leaders only on a bonus day, and I'm only going to talk to them about acquisition. My leaders not paying a fucking dime. They paying a fucking $250 for this leadership meeting, and I promise you, they're not paying nothing else. They donate something to me, that's their business, but I'm not asking them for anything because they're helping me get to the goal, right? I need them to get their 20 people together. I need them to have their coins together, and we're going to push through together because we are stronger together, right? Each one achieves more together. We are a team. I'm team building right now, and that's just what it is. I know I need y'all. I need a team in order for me to get to where I'm trying to get to. I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. That's why I'm extending it and saying, all right, leaders, I need y'all to do this because what happens is I know that people who get activated, they comprehending what's going on. People who can act, they comprehending. Yeah, I see it. Somebody told me, damn, me. I really just seen your transformation. Damn, me. I really just seen your transformation. Somebody said they before, right? Well, the people who want to know the price, the people want to know their price. That's not, I'm talking about, I'm gathering my leaders right now. I'm not having that conversation right now with anybody else, right? But just don't worry, because after tomorrow, leadership gonna be closed. It's gonna be who it's gonna be. We're not doing that no more. The opportunity you had to be a leader and you don't take the opportunity, that's your business. We're not having that conversation no more. No. You got yesterday, today, and maybe tomorrow in the morning. I'll probably talk about it for a little bit. But our meeting is at 9 a.m. So maybe if I have energy, if I have time, but I want to keep my mind together for my leaders. So I may do another live later. I'm not sure. I have a busy schedule. We have things to do for our trust clients. We are very, very busy. Okay. So the time I have for you guys is now, right? The time I'm talking to you guys about this shit is now. You either get it or you don't, right? We are grown. We are not going to keep repeating the same shit over and over again because guess what? When you got to repeat the same shit over and over again right now, listen, and another thing, you know what I'm always confused about? When the money comes, you never got to repeat the same shit over to a motherfucker. They can think. You can think when a bag shows up, but you can never fucking think when it's time for you to get activated, right? The bag never shows up without activation. The bag never shows up without following instructions. The bag never shows up without you playing your part. The bag ain't never going to show up unless you're playing your position. It is just what it is. Nobody can think. I'm thinking the fuck for everybody. That's not what I'm trying to do. If I got to think for you, that's a whole different kind of situation. I don't mind thinking for somebody, but you're going to have to get consultations every week. If you need me to think for you, you're going to get consultations every week. Strategy sessions every week. Try our best to help you, but trust me, y'all don't want to leaders. They know who they are. And I support. We're going to support the people who are not leaders. We get that too, right? We get that too. And we're not judging people who are not leaders, but I'm specifically just calling for my leaders today because I only have today is really the last day. Tomorrow is our meeting at 9 a.m. We have things to do. We got shit to get done. These people got these Carnotes. They want to get out of here. They want to, people got other issues. So essentially, my leaders will be able to help individuals who have Carnotes, who have repos, and take care of them. And with that bonus day, they're going to be able to learn how to acquire vehicles. Now, I'm going to give them that information to do with that information, right? That is strictly for my leaders only. I'm not having an acquisition conversation with anybody who's not a leader. All right. Now, QSIPs. How many people have seen QSIPs? How many people? I can't even share on my thing. That's crazy. How many people have seen QSIPs? That is crazy. IG, they gotta be good. How many people have seen QSIPs before? QSIPs. Rodney, did you get a QSIP for your vehicle? Or you just got it for the court case? Okay. Okay, good. So let's talk about QSIPs real quick. If you guys want to talk about QSIPs, drop QSIP in the chat one time. If you guys want to have a QSIP conversation, drop QSIP in the chat one time. Let me see if I got any new QSIPs that came in today. Let me see, QSIP. Ronnie, I'm gonna pull up yours. Let's talk about yours real quick. I mean, that is if you don't mind. Ronnie, do you mind?